Okay, that candy bowl is not empty.
Well, good news.
We have more Whorehound candy?
5 more pounds.
Oh my God.
Leo, did you eat all this nasty candy while we were...
It's not nasty.
It's nasty.
I've been using this for my workouts.
You gonna cue the show, Jeff, while you're doing your weights.
Roll the open.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Good crowd. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show, everybody. Hello. I had somebody say yesterday that this felt like a green screen. This really is a floor, I swear, right back here. Right, audience? You can tell them this is a floor. Welcome to the old show. I'm Jace. A warning for anyone celebrating a birthday with more than just a few candles. Look what happened in Illinois. Check this out. A family surprised their grandma on her 80th birthday with a cake that had 80 candles. But blowing that out proved a little difficult for Granny. Look at that. Somebody help Grandma, please. Grandma tried, no luck. Yeah, no luck. No. One more time, Grandma. No. Other family members tried, still no luck. This went on for more than a minute. Finally, someone used a plate to extinguish Granny's candles. Look at that. Granny has more breath control than I have, I'm telling you. Leo, cue the music. Let's start the show, everybody. Let's do this. Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Fallon, everybody. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm doing pretty good. You look very comfortable.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable.
Okay. Let's just. I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to bring this up a little bit later. But the new set debuted yesterday, and as is the case, whenever anybody changes anything, people have a lot to say. One of the biggest comments was that. It was about you, that you didn't look comfortable, that you weren't comfortable, that the couch wasn't comfortable.
Right.
Please assure the people you are actually comfortable.
I am. I was trying to figure out what my positioning is. It's not that it's uncomfortable. It's like, do I look like a slouch if I'm back like this? Should I be more like this? I didn't know.
That if you want to do whatever.
This is better for my back. I have bad posture. I sit like a letter C. So that feels more comfortable. I just didn't want people to turn on their TV and be like, look at this slob. You know?
You look. And I'll get more into this a little bit later. The couch was literally built for Fallon.
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
It had to put in, extra support beams were placed in.
Whatever. No, the height was, I am 6'2". She is not. So the couch was literally raised. My desk was lowered.
Yeah.
My point in all this is, we love Fallon, and just like Johnny Carson took care of Ed McMahon, we take care of Fallon over here.
Thank you.
We're going to go back to having some fun in just a little bit, but I think one of the things that you I hope like about the show is we mix some fun with some honesty, and I share as much of my life with you as I can. And this is one of those times where we're going to take a slight detour so I can tell you a little something, and I promise we'll get back to the fun. And it's one of those times also that I'm going to try to get through something without crying. Over the weekend, we lost our French Bulldog, Mr. Big. And if you've been with the Jason Show since the beginning, you know that Big basically grew up with the show. We got Mr. Big when the show debuted, and he came to visit us on the set right when it debuted, and he's been with us ever since. Big died on Friday, and it was a shock to us. We had no idea that Big had aggressive cancer. We came back from Hawaii, and we noticed that he was acting a little weird. But Big has gone through this before. Oh, there he is on the set. Big had gone through this before a couple times where Big had lost a little weight, and then my fat little sausage would grow it back, and it was never an issue. Big was always like that, so we didn't think anything of it. My mother-in-law watched him and said, "Oh, he's a little slow." Well, Big was almost 9, so we also chucked it up to age. Frenchies sometimes live to only be 10 or 11. We were here, Fallon and Colin and I were here. We were shooting a segment that you'll see soon. And I woke up that morning, this was on Friday, and I woke up on Friday morning, or let me reverse a little bit. On Thursday night, Colin and I sleep separately, and the boys sleep in our room. And I sleep alone in my room, just because of my schedule. Thursday night, something told me to sleep with Biggie. And I looked at Colin and I said, because of our puppy Milo, Biggie has been kind of forgotten at times because you have to focus on the new dog. I said, Colin, I'm going to have Biggie sleep with me. And I took Biggie in. And as we were laying there, I did kind of brush my hand over his, you saw that picture, he always was attached to you. And I brushed over his back, and I could feel that he had lost a little weight. But again, I didn't think anything of it. And we woke up that morning, and I woke up that morning, and Biggie had made a mess on the floor. And again, not unusual, but I was like, oh. So I went about the day. We came here to do set stuff, record a segment. Colin came here. And by the time Colin had come back, Mr. Big had gotten sick 4 times. So Colin took him to our vet, Dr. Michelle from Modern Vet in Minneapolis, who was just an angel from heaven. And Colin took him to the vet, and I was leaving Fox, and I got a phone call, and Colin said, she's concerned. And I'm like, what? Because I just thought, oh, he's dehydrated. Oh, he's just, maybe Mr. Big loved to eat tennis balls. So I thought maybe he had something lodged. And I'm like, oh, the worst case, they'll do a little surgery, get the tennis ball out of his belly, and we'll go about our life. But Dr. Michelle looked at Colin and said, if I could drive you myself, I would. You need to get to an emergency vet. He may not make it through the night. And as you can imagine, Colin was gobsmacked and called me and said, I need you to get here immediately and pick us up. So we went to emergency vet clinic around here called Blue Pearl. We walked in, and they took Biggie, and we gave him permission to do an ultrasound. And the vet came in as the ultrasound was going on and said, it could be cancer, and if it's the spleen or something, we could probably work around it, but there's no guarantee. And they did the ultrasound and came back, and she walked in, and I actually appreciated her blunt honesty. She walked in the room, and she just says, I have terrible news. She said, it's everywhere. And I said, okay. So we went in their room, comfort room, and said goodbye to him. And I'm standing there like I just went through this. We just lost Dexter, our boxer, several months ago. Thank you. And I looked at the doctor, I go, I just went through this. And she said, I know. And she watches the show, which I don't know if that made it worse or better. So she left, and we said goodbye to Biggie, and I just said, hey, you know, go say hi to Dex. Biggie never knew a life without Dexter, his big brother, and now they're together. And that's about the only positive thing I can take from this. I'll tell you, I'm really sick of the damn Rainbow Bridge. You can laugh at that, yeah. I want to burn it down. I'm sick of visiting it. I don't want to see it anymore. And that was it. And I said goodbye to him, and Colin and I kissed him on his head, and the doctor had the stethoscope and looked at us and said he's gone. It was so weird, everybody. In 2 hours, I had a dog, and then I walked in with the dog, and then I walked out with no dog. And it's just, if you've been through this, you know what, it's just the weirdest damn thing. A Friday, I was like, it's just, I didn't expect to say goodbye to my boy. Yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. And Biggie, I love you. My little fat sausage. Our house will never be the same. And say goodbye to Dexter, okay? And say hi to him for me. And tell him I miss him too. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is time for today's hot dish, and yes, I still have the spoon. Don't worry about that. People were real worried about that. Beyonce is shut out of nominations for the Country Music Awards despite her chart-topping country album, Cowboy Carter. Macaulay Culkin is going on tour for Christmas, hosting viewing parties of Home Alone along with audience Q&As. And Tom Holland will suit up again as Spider-Man. Reports are a fourth movie is finally in the works. But today, the big story is the death of an acting legend. From sci-fi to drama to comedy to Broadway, even The Voice. This is CNN. James Earl Jones did it all during his career. The actor died at age 93 on Monday, and one of his most iconic roles, come on, you know when I'm going to roll, featured only his voice.
If you only knew the power of the dark side, Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father.
He told me enough. He told me you killed him.
No, I am your father.
That's right. Jones was the voice of Darth Vader in the Star Wars movies. Actor Mark Hamill, who played Luke Skywalker, tweeted this, R.I.P., Dad. R.I.P., yeah. Very sweet. Well, in the early 90s, Jones voiced another memorable character, Mufasa, in Disney's Lion King.
A king's time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
He was the voice of Simba's dad, Mufasa. In both the original and the live-action remake, Disney CEO, bigwig boss Bob Iger remembered Jones on the Disney Instagram page, saying he left a mark on generations of audiences. That's from Mr. Iger. And Jones will also be remembered for a scene well, for the whole movie, but one particular scene in the Oscar-nominated Field of Dreams.
The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time.
That's just a little bit of that great monologue. That monologue can make a grown man cry, let me tell you. Jones played the reclusive author Terrence Mann. On Instagram, his star and friend Kevin Costner said only Jones could bring that kind of magic to a movie about baseball in a cornfield in Iowa. I gotta tell you, we had a little outing yesterday. We went to the Twins game, needed to get out of the house. And they played that scene in the middle of the game at Target Field. And you talk about magic. They played most of the monologue. There you are on a summer day, beautiful sun shining on you, and that scene comes on. The stadium was silent.
Absolutely, yeah. He is, I mean, I think he is possibly like the most iconic voice in acting. I mean, I watch Star Wars, I love Star Wars. Mufasa, it's just like, it's just perfection. I loved his voice. 93 years old, I mean, it's just, what a legacy he leaves behind.
Yeah,
you know?
and just like that quote, his quote from The Lion King of everything the light touches, he touched every facet of entertainment, theater, voice, movies, television, spoken word. He did it all. That's a rarity. That's rarefied air, and he existed in all that, and he did it better than anybody. I would argue top 5 voices in popular culture ever, if not top 3. You know, it's crazy, just amazing. Next in the dish, a new era begins for Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. Thank you, audience. Ryan Seacrest made his debut as host Monday night. Here's a little bit of it.
Welcome to Wheel of Fortune. I am your host, Ryan Seacrest. I still can't believe my luck in being here with you tonight to continue this legacy of this incredible show with all of you. And of course, my good friend Vanna White.
Ryan says the job is a dream come true, and did a little paid some respect to former host Pat Sajak. I watched it.
You did? Okay.
I did, yeah. I love transitions. I love some stuff like this. He did a good job. Look, Ryan is smart enough to know with a show like Wheel of Fortune, you are not the star. I would even argue, unlike other game shows, Wheel of Fortune, the game is the star of that show.
Right.
Other game shows, the contestants are the star. But Ryan, I say that because Ryan knows enough. You go out there, you introduce, you know, Mindy from Colorado, and you get the hell out of the way. You know what I mean? You get out of the way of the show, and you let the show sing. And he did that. It was fun. It was good. There was no noticeable bump between him and Pat.
Ryan is an excellent host. A lot of people think he's kind of vanilla or bland, but I think that's why he is a really great host for a show like that, honestly. He's done a great job. I mean, he's been in radio for years. He obviously hosts American Idol. He did Live with Kelly. I mean, he's a great host, and he's very professional, so I had no doubt he would do a really great job in that role, especially.
Can I tell you, too, they changed their set, too. And thank you, audience.
People upset?
Can I just give the good Wheel of Fortune people a little advice? Don't answer your email. And because I got to tell you, I love you guys today. Yeah. I need you today. When you watch it, you'll know what I mean. They have a lot of spinning wheels behind Ryan. Oh, girl, you're going to get emails about that. Anytime there's anything behind me moving too much, oh. So that's the first thing I thought when Wheel of Fortune came on. I go, too many spinning wheels behind Ryan. They're going to get emails. Next on the dish, only a few weeks to go until Saturday Night Live kicks off its legendary 50th season on NBC. Yeah. Well, many believe it's going to be the last for creator Lorne Michaels. Weekend Update host Colin Jost and Michael Che were on Stern on Monday, and Howard asked him about, well, are they going to take over for Lorne? Watch.
Like, I don't know how you do that job and not be Lorne.
It is his show.
Yeah, it's like in his image, and it's like it'd be so strange.
But someone's going to have to take over his role. Has anyone talked to you about that?
Not once. No, I don't think about that at all. That's a tough job. I don't think people realize. I mean, I think you realize how difficult of a job that is, but I don't think people really kind of put in perspective of what you actually have to do.
Yeah. Colin says Lorne does more than run the show. He has to deal with NBC, the network, and we love dealing with TV executives, advertisers, and he has to maintain the legacy of the show. I mean, you can't. I would never want to run that show after Lorne. You don't want to be the guy or gal that replaces Lorne Michaels.
No.
You want to come in after that person.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe there was more to the clip, but Colin didn't really comment if he'd been approached about taking over.
He did. Was he cagey about it? Yeah. I still think the smart money. I still think it's going to be Tina Fey.
That would make a lot of sense.
I think Tina Fey.
She'd be great.
And
I think so.
And I actually think there have been conversations.
I also think with a job like that, it seems like you just probably live at the studio. That's all your life is.
Colin said that.
So I was going to say you have to then decide what's more important to you.
Colin said that before he was married to Scarlett Johansson, he would literally spend the night there. And then Scarlett was like, oh, no. Oh, no. You won't.
And he was like, oh, you're Scarlett Johansson. Yes, I will do what you say.
Yeah. I shall be home.
Yes, yeah.
May I make you some rice-a-roni? The San Francisco treat.
Yes,
that's right.
Yeah, delightful.
You comfortable? You doing okay?
I'm doing okay.
I just want to make sure. I don't need the emails. There we go. Can I get you anything?
Yes, a Diet Coke would be great.
Perfect. I'll get that for you. Next in the dish, new rumors about a sequel to an iconic movie from the 80s. I am not sure. Well, I do know how I feel about it. Which movie am I talking about? This one.
Mikey, come on. Our parents are worried. It's dinner time. Yeah. Why don't we go home?
Home? What home? In a couple more hours, it ain't gonna be home anymore. Come on, guys. This is our time.
Yep. Well, here's the deal. A British newspaper is claiming that work is underway on a sequel to The Goonies. And according to these fine journalists, it would include the entire cast and hit theaters in 26 or 27. No one involved with the originals commenting, you know why? Because this is trash. It's not going to happen.
No,
it's not going to happen.
I wouldn't think they'd want to do a sequel anyway if they did anything, which they shouldn't. They would probably just do a remake or something.
You're being very polite. I'm their age, and nobody wants to see me hunting for treasure. You know, nobody, the kids, I don't want to see the kids of the Goonies. And you don't need the AARP Goonies looking for a buried treasure.
Honestly, the Golden Bachelorette did well. Why not the Golden Goonies? It's an idea.
I actually think I hate you now.
Took longer than most.
No, the gold. Look, the audience is very connected to us today. I love it.
I know. Thank you.
No, never. If Warner Brothers do not make the damn Golden Goonies, that is a repulsive idea. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment, everybody. Season 10 is rolling on. Coming up in just a little bit, the Thrifty Traveler is back with the hottest travel deals for you this fall. And then, for the first time in the new season, we're opening up the Jason Show Mailbag. And yes, you have a lot to say. That and more when we come back. Look at this guy. Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Summer travel is in the rearview mirror, and it's now time to plan out your future trips sooner rather than later. And that's because flight prices could be going up. When? You're going to find out, because joining us now, give it up for the first guest to sit on that couch. Thrifty Traveler, everybody. Jared.
Gotta break it in.
Hi, buddy.
Great to see you, Jason.
Are you comfortable on that couch?
I am.
Isn't it nice?
It is. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's spacious.
If you don't like it, don't email us. It's fine. Yeah.
I'll keep
How you
it to
doing?
myself. I'm great.
Okay. Here's the headline that I have on this card here, and you got to tell. Oh, by the way, thank you for wearing clothes that match our suit, set. Yeah,
I coordinate.
Thank you. Here we go. Let me read this. Revenge travel is over. Flight prices are going up. Explain this to the folks.
Yeah. So, coming out of the pandemic, flight prices and travel demand were really difficult to gauge. So airlines put, flights to Europe or a lot of flights on domestic, flights within the U.S. And they really had no idea what to do. They're kind of they say driving down the highway, but looking in the rearview mirror, trying to gauge and forecast where travel is going to be. So they made a lot of mistakes, which resulted in a lot of cheap airfare. So, for example, last summer, I guess it is still technically summer, but the last, several months, flights to Europe have been the cheapest we've ever seen in a time when they normally would be twice as expensive, and domestic airfare has been down as much. So the airlines are going to make these same mistakes again, and travel's starting to normalize. So that's once they figure this out, that means flight prices are likely going to inch higher.
Inch, not feet higher?
It's similar to the airlines.
I'm holding you to the ruler, Jared.
Similar to the airlines, it's impossible to know exactly, but the airlines felt a lot of pain, especially budget airlines like Frontier and Spirit, which are kind of evolving their business models to kind of be more like Delta and American and United.
Okay, so flight prices are maybe inching up. I know that this happened during the pandemic. Flexibility to cancel, rebook actually got easier. It was a rare piece of good news from the airlines for us. Is that holding?
Yeah, that's sticking around. So important.
It really is.
This is one of the key things. The airlines, when you go to book, they're going to be like, oh, here's basic economy. It's the cheapest. But the thing is to book main cabin fares or higher, because then you have the ability to cancel for a voucher, where basic economy does not have that. So let's say that the price goes way down. You can cancel, get a voucher for future use on that airline, where basic economy does not allow that. So
remember that. Write that down.
Main cabin.
Main cabin. Yeah. Do whatever you can. The basic economy, it sounds like a good deal, but it could bite you in your butt on the other end. Yeah. I don't need that visual today. But anyway, yeah. Now, they're also cutting flights, too, this season?
Yeah. They're going to be cutting flights. So like I was talking to, the flight prices dropped a lot to Europe. So next summer, next spring, going to Europe, they're going to cut a lot of flights. And then domestically, we're seeing cut flights. And then they're going to take those flights and they're going to put them somewhere else, maybe to Asia, maybe more to Hawaii, maybe to the Caribbean, Mexico. It's hard to know just yet. But regardless of whatever happens, there's going to be little areas, pockets of value. I mean, that's what I'm in the business of, is flying.
Okay. Low-cost carriers. I'm talking your Spirit. I'm talking your South. No, South. It's a little Southwest.
Yeah.
Are they still low cost, or are they even changing a little bit?
So Southwest is a great example that's hard to put in a category, but they are changing their business model dramatically. So you're soon, next year, going to be able to pick your seat when you fly Southwest. And any of you guys who've flown Southwest, you know what it's like, the weird boarding, the A, B, C based on when you check in. It's crazy, it's a little different. But now Southwest is like, okay, we need to change. So now not only will you be able to choose your seats in 2025 at some point, but you can also go on Google Flights, and when you're searching for your flights, and you should be using Google Flights to search and book your flights, you will see now Southwest flights on there, where before they didn't allow that. It was only at southwest.com.
Not as a consumer, but, well, yeah, as a consumer. But your professional opinion, because I have a couple friends, because of geography, Southwest is their Delta.
Yeah.
Is this ultimately a good thing for Southwest customers?
It's a good thing.
In your opinion.
So it's a good thing for the flying public in general, because when you go on Google Flights, there's more options. So
got it.
More competition is always
good.
better. So let's say that Spirit were to, merge with Frontier, or another airline, Southwest, were to merge with Delta. That is always bad. So more competition is always better. More transparency, more like apples to apples comparison when you're searching for flights is always better for us and the flying public.
I just don't like the cattle callness. That gives me stress of like, okay, everybody run to your seat. And I'm like, no. It's like your Filene's basement looking for a wedding dress. I'm like, I know.
And I don't know if you know, but on Southwest, people have tactics to like scare people so people don't sit next to them. So you like stare at people, give like weird looks.
What?
Oh yeah, yeah. Nothing that I would ever do, of course, but
a couple people did that in our studio audience today.
Of course,
yeah. I'm not naming names. Tony. Anyway, that's my buddy right there.
He's got a lot of room, I understand.
Tony's the best. He's here with us on Tuesday. Okay, we're not done with Jared. Fallon's going to join the conversation. Those credit card airline miles, how to properly use them. That and more when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back to the show. We're back now talking travel with Jared from Thrifty Traveler, and Fallon joins us because we were
There's room for me.
There's room for you. Well, that's why. Look at the.
I can lay out.
You
Honestly.
could actually lay out.
Yeah.
Okay, all kidding aside, when we were in the show meeting talking about Jared, don't mean to talk about you in the third
behind my
person,
back.
but anyway, you had a great question, which I think consumer-wise, a lot of people have.
I have a couple of questions, but I also want to say really quick that I was on Thrifty Traveler early, like very early. My husband and I got direct Delta flights to Iceland for $250 each.
Yeah.
Like it was crazy. Yeah. So that was very early on. That was like when we first started dating. But I see, so I have the card where you earn the points, and everyone says if you're redeeming your travel or your hotel directly through your points, you're doing it wrong and you're wasting points. That you should be like basically transferring those directly to the airline or the hotel, and you get more bang for your buck. I don't understand that.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Is that true, or is that just, should I just keep going through my credit card directly?
So like what we always recommend is, so like if you have like a Delta American Express card, then you only earn points with one airline. So there's other ones like maybe like a Chase Sapphire Preferred.
So I have a Chase Sapphire. It's one of mine, yeah.
So then you get all the points into one bucket, and you can transfer them to a bunch of different airlines or a bunch of hotels. So that's more like flexible. So there would be, two schools of thought there. If you only want to fly Delta, then the Delta American Express card makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
Or you get the one with the transferable currency where you can transfer and, be like, oh, hey, I want to use these points for hotels this time, and next time I want to use them for airlines.
So if I'm using it within the Chase app, that's not a waste? Because the way it's explained is almost like transferring them outside of the app directly to the airline or something. Are those two separate things?
Those are two separate things, but I think to even bring it back to make it simpler, as long as you're burning those miles and using them and not letting them just accrue,
then
you are good to go.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, because the most important thing is, and we're going to talk about it shortly, is these airline points are never going to be worth more. Every single day they're worth less and less.
Gotcha.
So we always have an earn and burn philosophy. So just book them and take a trip that maybe you wouldn't normally take and save a bunch of money.
Okay, let's piggyback off that. Why is that? Because the audience just got very scared. Why are these miles going down the turlet?
Yeah, turlet.
Toilet. We're from Indiana, right, Fallon?
Yeah,
that's how we
true.
talk.
Yeah, that's true. You add an R to things. Warsh.
Warsh.
Yeah.
I thought you just had a thesaurus, but the most important thing is, you got to earn and burn those miles, because the airlines, the biggest profitability center for like Delta, American, United, is selling these points and miles to the credit card banks, then you get them on your credit cards. And we're talking about like Delta last year, almost $7 billion in revenue alone just from their Sky Miles program.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Just the Sky Miles, guys.
Just Sky Miles. And then you think about American, which I think is $4 billion, and then $3 billion for United, give or take. I mean, it is big, big business. But the airlines want this to be, your points and miles to be worth less and less, because the less value you get out of it, the less it costs them. So the Department of Transportation is currently looking into this and seeing if there's any unfair or deceptive practices, which is great.
Get him, Pete! Get him!
Pete, yes.
Okay, we got to get to deals. Every time Jared's here, Jared curates a good list of deals for most of the cities where the Jason Show is aired. Take it away, Jared. Where do we have?
Yeah, and we got a couple new markets that the Jason Show's in. So we'll start with Minneapolis to Copenhagen, Denmark. $396 on Iceland Air. One stop this fall. Just a reminder, if you guys want to book these, look for these. Go just to Google Flights, and you can search. And then Detroit to Costa Rica, $336, one stop on American through May. Chicago to Rome, nonstop, $466 United through this fall. Seattle to Zurich, Switzerland, $458, one stop on British Airways through March. Milwaukee to Maui, Hawaii, $369, one stop on American through December.
I'm sorry, how much?
$369, yeah.
Milwaukee.
Get on it.
Get to Hawaii. Mahalo. Right now, yeah.
Some great fares. Yeah, and all those fares are around $300 to $400 off.
Yeah.
So,
wow.
Great deals.
Congratulations on being the first guest right there at that couch. You're the best. Give it up for Jared, everybody. Go to follow Jared on Thrifty Traveler or go to thriftytraveler.com for more. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, friends. Thank you, buddy. Welcome back, everybody. Come see us, by the way. Go to eventbrite.com and search for The Jason Show. Well, welcome back. It's been a while since I've been able to say this. Time to hear from you. Leo, open up the mailbag. Here we go, everybody. Well, as I alluded to at the top of the show, we got a ton of comments regarding our brand new home and season 10 launch. Let's lead with the positive, shall we? Linda says, so happy for you. The opening video made me cry while sitting at Caribou Coffee. You all deserve the success. Such talent, kindness, and charisma. Thank you, sweetheart. Love the set, especially the curtain. Teresa, thank you. Teresa wrote, oh my God, I just cried over a man walking out from a curtain. Bless you with pixie dust, Jason. And I love that. And Brittany says she had instant chills. So exciting. I scheduled my hair appointment around the premiere and felt all the feels. Cheers to season 10 and an absolutely beautiful set. Thank you, everybody. Yeah,
that says a lot, because to get in with my hair girl, I have to book her like 3 months out. So
I know.
The fact that she booked that around that was amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
Because you have to, how many, 6 months out probably?
Like 3, unless I'm lucky and find a weird opening where someone canceled, yeah.
Well, with the, I know, with the good, are these the bad ones? These are more good ones, Chef? Okay.
Okay.
A few more positive ones, friends.
To brace us.
To brace us
Yeah.
about our new digs. Let's look at the next one here. Jane says, I just watched the show after work. I love the new set. I've been in the audience several times and it looks so nice. I love the colors. And William says, hi, William. Your arm gestures and perfect delivery were like Letterman. Oh, wow. Well, you can't tell me a bigger compliment. And congratulations on a spectacular new set and show. Thank you, William. Now the negative ones? Okay, yeah. Here, Fallon, you may need a Diet Coke. Right there we go.
Thank you. Let me crack a cold one.
If people ever wondered, we have a wet bar under here. That's right here. Okay, as we expected, not everyone would be so enthusiastic about change in general. Cindy says, quite simply, I don't like it. I don't like the new set. It looks like a late night show. I like the old set, which was different from other shows. Okay, fine. Cindy, you know what, Cindy? That's fine. Michael, lose the oversized purple curtain. It's too over the top. Maybe make the curtain smaller. I watch your show every day, and I don't want to see your show turn into some gaudy spectacle. Thank you, row one.
Too late.
Leo, take camera 5. Too damn late. But you know what? My feeling is you got to turn lemons into lemon pound cake, chicken poop into chicken salad. So we're gonna lean in. We're gonna lean into this. Hey Thomas, go ahead and open our garish spectacle of a curtain. Right there. Gaudy spectacle, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for watching, Michael. Yeah. By the way, Fox legally changed the name of the show to Gaudy Spectacle. Yeah. One more critique. This email came from Nancy. The new show is a lot of change all at once. I miss the hominess of the other show. Oh, okay, it's the same damn show. Anyway, this one is really slick. It doesn't even have a spoon anymore. And where is the marmot? Now, if people are confused, if you're new to us, you're like, what are they talking about? Well, I have the Hotdish spoon. I brought that back. And then people asked, we used to have a rodent behind Fallon in Fallon's close-up. And before her Kendall's close-up, we couldn't find the damn thing for weeks.
Jeff rooting through the dumpster out back and found it.
I know.
So, yeah, we're set.
Fallon, will you hold the creature?
I would love to.
There we go.
Oh, I got a pillow.
You got a pillow now. Can I just really quickly, you know, you never explain, never complain, I think is the phrase. Let me just tell you, just don't worry about us. Go live your life. Go hug somebody. It's just a silly set. Don't worry about it. Also, can I also just assure you, everything was done with intention. Like the curtain, I'll just take this as an example. The curtain is purple for a reason. It's a love letter to my grandma Mazak, who loved purple and lavender. It's also because we're based in the Twin Cities, and purple is kind of our color. Yeah. And I know that people saying, oh, it looks like a late night show. No, the intention, well, kind of, but the intention was, yeah, I love Johnny Carson, but also I'm a child of daytime television, and I'm talking the Rosie O'Donnell Show and Mike Douglas and Merv Griffin, who had a desk and a couch and a curtain. It's an homage to all of those, a little comfort food, if you will. So if you're wondering why we did this or that, just know there was a lot of thought behind it, and a lot of people worked very hard, and I'm proud of each one of them, and I won't let anyone hijack my joy. We'll be right back. Happy birthday to everybody celebrating in our birthday club. Oh, that's right. Thanks to Grand Casino. Sign up right now at eventbrite.com and celebrate your birthday with us. There we go. Oh, we appreciate our friends at Grand Casino. Right there, sign up eventbrite.com. You're going to get a pen, sashing up to $20 of free play at Grand Casino. We're going to take a break, everybody. We'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Sure, we'll get emails about that now. Yeah.
He's so cute.
By the way, I don't want to point out anybody, but something happened in the commercial break. Someone literally threatened Bjorn. I'm not going to say who. Someone said they could take his on. They could take him on. I'm just gonna say, it just might be my friend right here, right there. Yeah. They were fall. We've had a good time today. Hey, don't forget, if you want to come see us for season 10, all you have to do, like I said, is go to Eventbrite.com, search for the Jason Show, and pick your day. Tomorrow, premiere week continues, and we have some more surprises in store. So tune in now. You can always watch us on Tubi, full episodes on YouTube and Fox Local. And it's our first fast food field trip of the season tomorrow, plus more unsexy products from Fallon. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks to this audience. Thanks to you. Have a good day, everybody.